Silas Woodhouse Jr. has been distributing flash drives with recordings of his late sister April Woodhouse singing. He's raising money for a funeral their family hasn't been able to have. Before they lay her to rest, they're calling for a thorough investigation into April's death, which they believe is suspicious. But after nearly 2 months, they say they haven't been getting answers.
We know without a shadow of a doubt that something happened to her. And this is it right here. We have all the proof. We have the photos. We need this closure as the Woodhouse family of my sister.
On January 31st, the Woodhouse family was in the Penamatang First Nation for a wake service. April's eldest sister, Rose Stagg, says a woman approached her in a panic.
She told me that you have to come quick, there's an emergency, your sister's been found froze outside a house.
When Stagg arrived at the scene, April was wrapped in blankets. Stagg says a group had found her unresponsive outside a residence, kicked down the door, and brought her inside to keep her warm. Paramedics arrived and RCMP shortly after. April was transported to the Ashern Hospital and pronounced deceased. She was 50 years old. At the hospital, Stagg held April's hand. That's when she noticed.
She had cuts and bruises, big bruises on her hands. Her little pinky was, part of it was missing.
The Woodhouse family shared images of April's injuries with APTN. In a February press release, RCMP said an autopsy confirmed the cause of death was not due to physical injuries or exposure, but the family believes there's more to the story.
That's one thing my sister would never ever do, is to go to someone's place and just fall asleep there. Never, ever. She lived close. She would have walked all the way home to go and sleep.
April Woodhouse was a mother of 4 and a grandmother of 10.
My mom had a beautiful life, and she was loved by me, my brother, my sisters, my nephews, and I just had a baby recently last year, and that's all she would talk about to me.
Growing up, she followed in the footsteps of her father.
My dad trained her to sing, but it came naturally because my dad was a natural singer, and she sang. As soon as he started to sing and perfect those songs, my dad took her everywhere.
In an email to APTN, Sergeant Paul Manegra from RCMP Media Relations confirmed Woodhouse's death is still under investigation by Gypsumville RCMP and Major Crime Services. He said it was not designated as a crime scene and, based on autopsy results, not determined to be a homicide. In an email to APTN, John Eunice, Manitoba's chief medical examiner, said Woodhouse's autopsy found evidence of underlying natural disease and minor blunt force injuries, but no internal injuries or evidence of asphyxia, ruling out death due to violence or strangulation. He said DNA analysis hasn't been conducted and the cause of death is still pending toxicology results. Based on the initial police investigation and autopsy, Eunice stated, quote, "There was no indication that Miss Woodhouse's death was suspicious in nature," unquote. But the Woodhouse family believes otherwise. They're calling for a second autopsy and DNA analysis.
We need to get this DNA testing done, the second autopsy. We're going to do everything we can to get it done. We're not going to stop.
We need this done for her. We want her to rest in peace. We want to lay our sister to rest.
But until they get that closure, they say funeral arrangements will have to wait. Sierra Bettens, APTN National News, Winnipeg.